I was just like watching Marvel, like just all of the Marvel episodes, whatsoever you call them. I thought about Stan Lee and how great he is. If there's one director, producer in the movie industry that I admire, Stan Lee. I love how he wrote and what he wrote. Like somehow he was able to put take fiction and turn it into reality. You know, he wrote it so good and so great that today the entire world knows about Spider-Man and how and Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Black Panther and so it goes. These are people who don't exist actually. They don't exist here in real life. They came from his mind, and he was able to kind of turn that into reality. So I'll admire that. Everything moves and it's like that. Everything moves and it's like that. Each and every reality, day, existence, it's something which is it came from one dimension. Like how can I put this? You know, when it comes to dimensions, things they come in there's 1D, there's 2D, there's 3D, there's 4D. Hey, there's levels to these things. So when you see things one dimensionally, you cannot see things like one-sidedly. Two dimensional, that's when you're gonna see 2. 3, it's when you're able to rotate the object, like whatever it is, and then you can see like the whole of it. 4D, it's when you can 3D, let me end in 3D. 4D, it's a spiritual realm, doesn't exist. It's when you can see it without it being here. That's when you know that's 4D, that's where 4D is. Looking at history and reality, past, present, and future, everything that existed, and that will exist is written by people, greater powers, by corporations, organizations, which have been here since forever, since the time of Pharaoh back then, since the time of Jesus back then. They wrote history. They wrote the history about the future, a future which that didn't even exist, and today we're doing that future. People going to Mars, this technology that we have, the cars, the clothes we wear, the life that we're living, the direction which we are heading to as people and as a being, as one, like as a whole. These are things which have been written back in the old days, from the Bible, even in other books. It doesn't have to be spiritually. Scientifically, it's written. Historically, it's written. Spiritually, it's written. So everything gets written before it comes to exist. So as a baby, when you grow a baby from birth, you teach her or him how to become an adult. Like you teach them what's okay, feel like more cooler, you should get a job, maybe you should get a wife, a husband, you should grow up, settle in, this is how you must live your life, eh? That baby will grow and then would be that thing, like someday, somehow, eh? Have you ever been told stories about us? No. I've never read a book. I've never seen a movie. Except Wakanda. Wakanda was the first movie that I saw, which was created to uplift the black spirit, to show black people would see we can reach that extent and maybe like go further. I get the feeling that we want to look up to things which we are not. We are trying to become a country which we are not. Each and every country, each and every continent is built and is created and is ran by its own politics, by its own rules, by its own laws, with its own vision. South Africa cannot become USA or Dubai ever, and that's what we're trying to be. We're trying to follow Western laws and Western rules. We're trying to wear Western brands and then think that they're expensive whatsoever. That's because of we were taught that. It took years for us to be here. It took 500 years. Ask Benna Boy, tell you about it. There's a song from Benna Boy which says, all my people were asleep the chain for 500 years. So this chain it became so much that mentally and physically and spiritually we're still chained even today. We look up to people, we look up to things. We expect things with basenzele. And that's how things are. We ask for permission as if maybe they are our parents. No, they are not our parents. They're just a continent like us, and they are developed. You know, when you read about the stages of development, I exist in a third world country. Like where I live, I'm in Africa, in South Africa. This is a third world country. So there's I'm in a developing country. Things are still developing. They are not developed yet. They're developing. We're still learning how to be ourselves. We're still learning how to build our brands. I see a lot of young people in my age. They're doing their own things, creating their own companies, pushing their own brands, starting their own things. This is us. People before us, they used to not do this. This is why we don't have new brands this year. You'll never find. It's rare to find a brand from South Africa which has blown globally, which has been existing for 40 years for a reason. Reasons like what? Reasons like Uti. We have not had freedom for more than 40 years. This is the first generation in forever in my country to be free to do anything you wanna do, free to speak, free to walk, free to talk, free to express, free to do everything. This is what freedom felt like, meant. I live in an age where I can build my own brand, a clothing brand. This is something which I can create for myself, put my name here, sell it, take it to stores, make money from it. I live in an age where I can make my own music, sing about my thoughts, talk about my thoughts, about my feelings, my reality, my emotions, my creativity. I can put it out there, and from it, I can make money from it. You know what's currency? People think that currency is this thing, and it's not. Currency is not money. It's not a coin which you hold in your hand, or a note. But that's money. Currency is the money which the state uses, a country uses. That's currency. What currency are we using? Rand to $1, everything to $1. We compare our music to the USA. We compare our movies to the USA. We compare our country to the USA. We compare almost everything. We compare even our lifestyle to the USA. Success for us is being able to reach or be like at that level, which is wrong, because we are not that. Let me give you an example to go deeper. I just wanna go deeper in your head. You know, donkeys and horses. There's a donkey and there's a horse. They look like the same thing. They walk almost the same. But then the two species. It's a donkey and a horse. We like horses trying to become donkeys, or donkeys trying to become horses. We are doing the right things the wrong way. Unemployment doesn't mean you must wake up in the morning and uhambe uyosebenza lo mlungu, and that means because of we are employed. No. Employment is it's kind of like a waste of time. As long as you can make money by your own, and then like you good. Where am I going with this?